We're back now with a live look over Capitol Hill. On Thursday, the House Select Committee investigating the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol will hold the first of a series of primetime hearings. Now, during those sessions, the committee says it'll lay out the findings of the investigation and show what it says is previously unseen material from that deadly day.
And ABC's Karen Travers explains the key moments that have led up to this first meeting.
It was an attack on the U.S. Capitol, and to many, an attack on American democracy. And now the House committee investigating January 6th is promising to put together pieces of the puzzle to tell the story of that deadly day.
What occurred on January 6th was definitely a dark day for our country. Our challenge is to get to the facts and circumstances that created it.
It's one of the most complicated congressional investigations in history. Taking place largely behind closed doors, the January 6th committee is looking to answer a key question. Was the attack at the Capitol part of an orchestrated effort by then President Trump and his top allies, including Republican lawmakers, to overturn the 2020 election? The committee, a staff of more than 40 full-time investigators, Democrats and Republicans, conducting more than 1,000 depositions and interviews, including with members of former President Trump's family, with more scheduled. They're looking at the Stop the Steal movement, how extremist groups mobilize for the attack, and the former president's efforts to pressure state and local officials to investigate unverified claims of election fraud and overturn the results. Top House Republican Kevin McCarthy considered a key witness after speaking to Trump that day while the former president's supporters were rampaging through the Capitol. The committee issuing subpoenas for McCarthy and 4 other House Republicans.
They're not conducting a legitimate investigation. It seems as though they just want to go after their political opponents.
The January 6th committee cannot criminally charge anyone, but members are hoping to expose and highlight potential criminal behavior for law enforcement and the Justice Department to investigate. Congresswoman Liz Cheney says the panel has received firsthand testimony that former President Trump watched the riot unfold from the White House and dismissed repeated pleas from his daughter Ivanka to intervene.
It's hard to imagine a more significant and more serious dereliction of duty than that.
Karen Travers, ABC News, Washington.
The January 6th committee has set a fall deadline to share its findings with the American people before the midterm elections that will determine which party controls Congress.